What's up, chosen vessels? What's good? We outside in nature, not outside doing none of that nutty stuff. Shout out to everybody that went out in nature today, got their little good vibes, got their little feel good energy, got their spirit right. Shout out to everybody getting their spirit right, Everybody put in the comment section, throw that V up and say, yeah, I'm throwing that V up because I'm a chosen vessel and I'm getting my spirit right. Don't let anybody try to knock you for getting your spirit right, all right? Because some people out here all sad and upset, and they want you to be sad and upset right along with them. But you already know what I'm here to tell you today. I'm here to tell you to tell that spirit of sadness to hit the exit button, because it can't stay in your presence if you don't dwell on it. You know how they say dwell in the presence of the Lord? Dwell in the presence of the Lord. Don't dwell in the spirit of sadness. If you're sad, you're not dwelling in the presence of the Lord. That means you have left the Lord's dwelling place. Once you let sadness in, once you enter the dwelling place of sadness, you have left the dwelling place of the Lord. So if you don't want to be sad, let the Lord back into your presence. Ask the Lord to come back into your presence and remove that spirit of sadness. Ask God to get that spirit of sadness away from you. Ask God to get that spirit of sadness out of you. You have no time to play with sadness, and you shouldn't let sadness play with you, because you're supposed to be being happy. Every day when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to say, the joy of the Lord is my strength. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay? You don't have to be sad. Don't reinforce sadness when you could reinforce gladness. Make sure you have something that can get you out of bed and that you could press play on and put a smile on your face every day. Whether it's music, some positive music will help you get rid of being sad. Some positive words of encouragement will help you get rid of being sad. Some gospel music, some they have binaural beats, positive beats. Any good music, any feel good music, not that shoot 'em up. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's fun or whatever to listen to. People making what people want to hear. I get it. But if you want your spirit right, if you want to get your mind right, if you want to let that anxiety go, if you want to let that sadness go, you don't have to put them oldies on, or you have to at least play some, at least that Sunshine on Me by Lotto. Like, that's a good song. That song made me feel good. Sunshine on Me. Like, play some good music, anything that'll uplift your spirit, anything that'll make you feel good, anything that'll make you feel happy, do it. If it's going to the park, if it's drawing, if it's going to the beach, anything that'll make you feel good when you're feeling sad, do that, because it'll uplift your spirit. And you can literally, I talk a lot about in my videos, talking to negative energy. You could talk to the sadness, because the sadness is an entity, it's a spirit. Just like how they had the seven dwarves, that sadness, that sad you, that sad spirit is a entity. Okay, it's like it's a version of you. Just like there's a happy version of you, there's a rich version of you, there's a healthy version of you. You want to focus on the the happy version of you. That's why you want to get rid of that spirit of sadness, because the spirit of sadness is a sad spirit. It's your sad spirit. It's your sad self, and you don't want to stay sad for long when you don't have to. You could do things that'll make you feel positive. You can go out, get you some sun. Sunlight will always make you feel better. The sun always make you feel better. It's like an automatic spirit regenerator. You know what I mean? Like, sunlight always makes you feel good. If you haven't been getting enough sun, if you live in an area where there is not enough sun, that might well indeed be why you're not feeling as happy as you could be. That might be why when things happen to you, they hit you a little harder than they would if you were able to go out into the sun, go out into a nice warm area or a secluded area where it's nature and stuff like that. That's where you want to be when you're not feeling your best, so that way you can raise your vibration and you can feel good. Okay, you're going to want to be able to feel good, and that way, if you want to feel good, you have to get rid of being sad. You can't let sadness bother you. You can't let sadness get to you. You can't let sadness be a thing that will stop you from doing what you need to do. When you're sad, you have to automatically be able to be like, okay, I feel the sad feeling. You could tell it to leave. You could tell it to go somewhere else. You don't have to be sad yourself. Oh shit, sticker bush. Nature attacks. You don't have to be sad. You could be happy, even if you get attacked by a damn sticker bush. You still have a smile on your face, no matter how bad that thing just pricked your leg. But it's all good. You don't have to be sad. It's better to be happy, because when you're happy, you get more done. When you're happy, you're better to other people. You're better to those around you. You're better to yourself. When people call you or pick up the phone, you're not sending a bad spirit to them. You're not, hi, hello, how you doing? When you're happy, hey man, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, what's up? What's good? You want to be in that spirit. And if your energy's not there, you got to catch yourself, even if you got to fake acting like that. Because, well, I mean, at the end of the day, what would you rather act like? Would you rather act like this and be sad? And even if you were sad, would you rather act like this? Or would you rather be faking it and showing yourself, forget everybody else, showing yourself how strong you are, and uphold your spirit and focus on that spirit of the Lord, because you have the spirit of the Lord in you. So yeah, you may feel a little sadness, but hone in on that spirit of the Lord, and it'll toughen you up, and it'll kick that sadness to the curb, and it'll make that sadness hit the exit button. You'll be able to tell that sadness to hit the road, Jack, and never come back, because happiness is what you will never lack. If you focus on the sad attack, you have to attack sadness. Sadness will try to attack you, won't it? Sadness will attack your mind. Sadness will attack your spirit, your energy, your body. They'll have you walking like this and not standing up straight and proud with your chest poking out. So why don't you attack sadness back with happy affirmations, saying, I am happy, until you feel the spirit of happiness. That sadness will be tired. You know how sometimes people get on your nerves? Like I said, sadness is a spirit. It's an entity. It's a sad entity. So what you have to do is you have to annoy the hell out of that sad entity with positive affirmations. And once you annoy the hell out of that sad self of yours, that sad self gets annoyed easily. After about 8 or 9 times of you saying, I am happy, that dude is, or that chick is gonna get the hell up out of you and be like, I'm going. I gotta go find somebody else to be sad in, because there's no room for me to be sad here anymore. This person done called on the spirit of happiness and the spirit of gladness about 12 times. I'm getting jumped over here. And sadness, it'll have no, I'm telling you how the mind works, okay? It'll have no choice but to leave. The entity, the spirit of sadness, will have to get up off that sad block that it's sitting on, that mental block, and get the heck up out of you. It'll have to go someplace else until it tries to creep up back again. And when, you know what I'm saying? And when the illusion of sadness tries to creep back in, because all those, like, there's ancient scripts and ancient scrolls and stuff I'm still learning on sadness. And one thing that, like, the ancient Chinese, like the Buddhas, they would laugh. They just laughed. Like, there's this story, like, with these 3 Buddhas, they just laughed. Like, stuff was happening to them, like their life was falling apart, and no matter what happened, no matter how bad it was, they laughed at everything. And the moral of it was just to, whatever you have to do to keep your happiness, do it. And that's what I got from it. And it's better to laugh than to be sad. It's better to laugh than cry. So you might as well fake the funk, even if you have to fake it till you make it. Uphold your spirit. And you could tell sadness to leave. You could literally, no matter what's going on, and no matter how much sadness will try to come back into your life, that's how many times you can kick it out. It's all about how you program your mind, and how you're willing to put in the work to program your mind. If whatever it is, if you could bypass it for a second and just focus on, you have the ability to not be sad, and you have God in you, and God created you to be happy and glad. If you could focus on that even for a second, you could tell the devil to get that sad spirit the hell up out of you. You could tell that sad spirit to get the hell up out of you. All right, it's all about focusing in and using your mind to get that sad shit right up out of you. You don't have to be sad if you don't want to. Being sad is a choice. Sometimes there are things that'll make you upset and make you sad, but you don't have to stay that way. It's not, there's nothing that says just because something happened, you have to stay sad, or you have to be sad or upset. You can move past it. And that's all God's about. That's what God is for. That's why he has scriptures for being uplifting yourself and spiritual empowerment. Why do you think all that stuff is there? It's because you don't have to be sad. You don't have to be upset. You go through that. It's meant to be a lesson, not a life sentence. So once you're sad, once you go through your little period of sadness, don't stay there. Whenever you want to feel better, you can make yourself feel better. It's honestly up to you. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. It's up to you. And there were certain times where, of course, there was things that happened that caught me off guard, that catch you by the blind side, and you'll have your spirit of sadness. But you have to pick yourself back up. That sadness doesn't, it can't stay. And that's what this is all about. That's what this motivational video is all about. That sadness can't stay. And if you tell it to leave, it has to listen. So make sure that you get that spirit of sadness up out of you, because you have the choice to be happy or to be sad. Yes, there are things that occur that catch us by the blind side and that put us down, but it's up to us as people of God and children of God and people who believe in Jesus to lift ourselves back up and to lift each other back up, and to know that no matter what, God's got our back and everything's going to be okay, and we don't have to be sad for another day. So I made this video for you to uplift yourself, to make your spirit rise, so you could be happy, so you could have encouragement, and so that you could have a more positive day and have more energy to get things done and to complete all the goals that you need to do so that you can have a better life. Thank you for watching this video. This has been another DrewTube special, where we came to give you more and absolutely never lesser. So put a smile on and stop being sad for your boy. Have a great day.